We're going to get started in about 1 minute. In the meantime, I encourage you to head on over to our chat. Put your first and last name there so that we can put you into a drawing to win this awesome basket. It's filled with so many goodies, y'all. There's some science experiments in here, some coloring books, some kinetic sand, some game boards, even some Fedales swag to show off that Fedales school spirit. So head on over to the chat, first and last name, and we will do that drawing at the end of our session. If you haven't added us on social media, highly encourage you to do so that you can stay up to date with everything happening here at Fedales. Our Twitter handle is at Fedales eSchool, and our Facebook handle is at Fedales Elementary. So we'll get started in about 1 minute. I see some more people hopping on. I'm so glad you all are able to join us. So exciting. We are so excited to be sharing just all the wonderful things that are happening here at Perales. Thank y'all for joining. All righty, y'all. It is 9:03. Let's go ahead and get started with Discovery Day because we are so excited. Before we get ready to begin, before I hand it over to Ms. Silva, I just wanted to remind y'all about our gift basket giveaway. I know some people just hopped on right now, so if you want to head over to the chat is usually at the bottom of your screen. Just click on it and you'll get a pop-up. Put your first and last name in there for your chance to win that awesome basket that we'll be giving away at the end. Again, if you haven't added us on social media, I highly encourage you to do so that you can stay up to date with everything happening here at our campus. Our Twitter handle is at Fedales eSchool, and our Facebook handle is at Fedales Elementary. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to our very proud principal, Ms. Teresa Silva.
Thank you, Ms. Machado, and we'll go ahead and advance the slide. I appreciate seeing everyone this morning. Thank you for joining us today. We have a great session in store for you, and I'd like to welcome, of course, our Perales families that are joining us today. We have new families joining us as well, friends of Perales and our district level support who is here with us this morning. Again, my name is Teresa Silva, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as principal at Perales Elementary. This is my 5th year as principal, my 23rd year in the Edgewood ISD, and I absolutely love what I do and serving this community. So again, just excited to be here for Discovery Day. We have lots in store for you, so let's go ahead and get started. Ms. Machado, we can go to the next slide. So as I mentioned, as a principal, I get to come to work every day with an incredible group of people who work on our mission and vision of creating this loving and rigorous experience for every child every day. And I want to start off by introducing our student support services team led by Ms. Kamara Benavides. Ms. Benavides, will you unmute your mic and say hello?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Ms. Benavides. And Ms. Benavides actually has also been a teacher in the Edgewood ISD, and we were teachers together. So you may have known her from Brentwood Middle School, and she's come back to continue serving the Edgewood community. So Ms. Benavides, thank you for choosing to be a leader here at Perales. We also have Ms. Tricia Silva, who is our counselor, Ms. Ashley Mendoza, our social worker, and I'd like to introduce Ms. Bianca Hernandez, our parent liaison. Ms. Hernandez, will you unmute your mic and say hello to everyone?
Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Like Ms. Silva said, my name is Bianca Hernandez, and I am a very, very proud family liaison here at Fedales. And my mission is to help you and keep you engaged with our activities and our Title I curriculum.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hernandez. And I know she's out there, but I would be remiss to not say good morning to our amazing secretary, Audrey Gonzalez. So thank you for being here with us, Audrey. I see you. So let's go and get started. I want to, lastly, Ms. Machado got us launched for the day, and she mentioned we are raffling a drawing for an amazing family swag basket at the end. So don't forget to drop your first and last name into the chat if you're just joining us. And Ms. Machado is our innovation coach, and she's a jack of all trades. And so she does it all, works with our teachers, works with our students or families. And I'm appreciate you, Ms. Machado, and all that you've done to help us get ready for Discovery Day today. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide. At Fedales, we serve pre-K through 5th grade students. We are a comprehensive school, and our founding staff proudly launched as a STEAM School of Innovation this year in the fall of 2020. And at Perales, we serve both legacy families and families who are new to the Edgewood ISD that come from across the San Antonio area. And we are an open enrollment school, which means that your child does not need to live in our attendance zone in order for them to become part of the Roadrunner family. So we are also excited to be the first elementary in the Edgewood ISD and in San Antonio to have launched the Accelerating Campus Excellence Program, or ACE. And you can see here to the left, our school design is rooted in the social, emotional, and academic development of each child. And these are really the core pillars that drive our work. We believe that if we can get these things right, we are going to ensure success for all students. And so again, just thinking about what instructional excellence means, we have a deep belief in early learning. We'll talk more about that today. We have a deep belief in literacy and a deep belief in STEAM education in that pathway. And we get to share that why with you today. And so what we also know to be true is that we can't do this alone. So it really does take a village. And we are extremely blessed and thankful for the community partnerships that have eagerly done this work with us and will continue to do the work in the year of 2021, 2022. And so I just want to recognize that we have some potential partners that are going to hopefully help us to continue the work through Pre-K for SA and Texas A&M San Antonio. And we are also thankful for the partners who have helped us in this first year of our launch to just ensure that we have quality programming, special programming, such as family engagement through city education partners in the Paseo launch we'll talk more about. And then in addition to that, continuing our partnerships with such programs as After School All-Stars, who help us ensure that our children have access to after school care. And then folks like first gen scholars who have helped us just really bring STEAM learning alive here at Fedales. So thank you to our partners. So like I said, Discovery Day is all about sharing our story. It's sharing our why. And what better way to share that than to hear the voices of our families and our teachers. And right now, I'd like us to take a moment to be able to hear from Ms. Chandler. And she is going to share why they've made Perales Elementary their school of choice. So Ms. Machado, can we play our video? Give us just a second and we're gonna.
Good morning. My name is Sonia Chandler. I'm one of the parents here at Perales Elementary. My son is Travis Chandler and he attends the 2nd grade. As a family, we chose Perales Elementary, one, because it's part of our tradition. My husband was a student at Perales Elementary years ago. He felt confidence in the school and the administration. He wanted his son to feel that same opportunity. 3 things that I enjoy about Fedales Elementary: the open communication, the student empowerment. I feel that that has a lot to do with the structure of the school and the environment. And then of course the overall mentality of the parents with teachers. The personal involvement at home shows at school because you'll always see parents here. You'll always see asking questions. How can I help? So having that communication goes back to the first thing I enjoy about it. So having that well-rounded area makes Fedales very enjoyable.
So thank you to the Chandler family for courageously sharing her why. This is just one example of the many families who make a choice to be part of our school. Right. So to help share what makes Fedales a school like no other, I invited members of our fabulous team who have served as educational leaders here. So Miss Emily Postette, will you unmute your mic and say hello?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ms. Placette. Thank you for being here with us today. Ms. Placette is representing our early learning program. We also have Ms. Marty Nesham representing our upper grade, and we are going to welcome back Ms. Machado, our innovation coach. Ms. Nesham, will you unmute yourself and say hello to everyone?
Good morning, everyone. Glad to be here with all of you.
Thank you, Ms. Nesham. Fedales is super fortunate to have so many rock star teachers represented by these phenomenal leaders. When I say rock star, and I mean our teachers are experienced, eager, and committed to getting the results that our kids deserve. Our early learning program begins with pre-K 4 and extends to second grade. We want to share a little bit about why early learning is a core pillar to success. Ms. Placette, can I have you unmute and can you walk us through a typical day in the life of a kinder student at Perales Elementary?
Sure, I would be happy to share about a typical day in kindergarten at Perales Elementary School. We begin our class each day with what we call our morning meeting. This is focused on social emotional learning. Each student is personally greeted by their teacher and peers. They listen to our morning message, and this sets a positive tone and prepares students for our day ahead. Students also enjoy a well-balanced breakfast as a classroom community. Our daily schedule is guided by developmentally appropriate practices. This supports students' overall well-being and academic success. Throughout the day, we engage in whole group learning, including thematic reading lessons, number sense, and early literacy skills. We also focus on small group instruction to target students' individual needs. During small groups, students rotate through learning stations, which allows for student choice and voice throughout our day. Mealtime is, of course, another important part of our day. Our pre-K students eat their meals in their classroom, and kindergarten students visit the cafeteria for lunch. Since we do participate in the extended school day as part of the ACE model, we set aside quiet time for students to rest and practice mindfulness. Rest time allows students to recharge and be ready for the remainder of our day. These healthy habits help our students really develop a love for learning as they're starting off their academic career. At Perales Elementary School, yes, students are coming to a big campus, but they soon feel at home as they're nurtured and supported from pre-K through 5th grade.
Thank you so much, Ms. Placette, for sharing that. I can just imagine a life of a kindergartner on our campus. And what stood out to me was that they have that voice and they have that choice, right? Working through that small group instruction, that's just so powerful. Ms. Placette, what should parents know about what kinder students should know by the end of the year?
Sure, this is exactly why I love teaching kindergarten. Students show tremendous growth throughout the year. By the end of kindergarten, students have a strong alphabetic knowledge. They're able to read and write, count to 100, and even add and subtract. students at Perales Elementary School truly experience STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math through outdoor exploration, hands-on learning, and play-based instruction.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lisette, for sharing that with us. Can you expand on the buzz around campus when it comes to our outdoor learning area? What are we looking forward to? What can we expect?
Yes, we are so excited about enhancing our students' outdoor learning experiences this semester as we are literally breaking ground on our outdoor learning space this spring. Our outdoor time is such an important part of our day, so much so that we built in 2 times during the day for outdoor learning, once in the morning and again in the afternoon. Our new outdoor space will include areas for music, art, nature, and a gathering place for us to come together at the end of their time in the outdoor learning space and to give students that opportunity to share with each other what they were able to do during this time. At Fedales, we believe learning happens everywhere, not just on pencil and paper in the classroom. Young learners especially are eager to explore and apply their learning really everywhere, on the playground, at home, in nature. They enjoy getting their hands dirty, touching various materials, really experiencing nature and making real world connections. We take advantage of these teachable moments. By incorporating outdoor time and movement throughout our day, students are able to grow and develop in a healthy way as they strengthen their fine and gross motor skills. Our Roadrunners deserve the best, and this outdoor learning space paired with our STEAM-based model allows our students creativity, imagination, and overall success to really soar. So thank you so much, parents, for allowing us to be a part of your child's academic journey.
Ms. Posset, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. My mic went out for just a minute, so I'm glad to be back. But oh boy, thank you for sharing so much about our excitement. We're about to break ground on our outdoor learning space, and you're absolutely right. If you'll go back, Ms. Machado, to the previous slide, I just want to highlight some things that Ms. Plissette mentioned. We're about to break ground very soon. Very excited about all the parts that are going to come together in this space. And we are also extremely thankful for our partners at Pre-K for SA who have been great supporters through grant funding to really make this dream become a reality. And so as we think about the value of outdoor learning, I heard you mention we built this into our schedule, right? We have 2 distinguished times within our day to really get kids out of the classroom and outdoors, right? Because we really believe that learning doesn't just happen in the classroom, right? So I want to thank you, Ms. Blissett, rockstar kinder teacher, for joining us at Fedales this year, and you are very much appreciated. So thank you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here and to teach at Fedales Elementary.
Thank you so much, Ms. Blissett. You know, I think about as we're thinking about this idea of project learning and outdoor learning, we really want to have this conversation about this core pillar of success at Fedales. And we are going to also be launching our New Tech Network partnership. And I'm going to ask Ms. Machado if you can share with us a little bit more about the benefits of New Tech. What is project learning? Can you talk through that with us?
Absolutely, Ms. Silva. So first, I'd like to share what project-based learning is. Project-based learning is when students have the opportunity to work on a project over an extended period of time. So that could take a week, it could take up to a semester, but this engages them in solving a real-world problem or answering some sort of complex question. So we're super excited about this, and for our kids to be able to showcase some of their work with their families, with our community. Our students are actually currently engaging in this type of project-based learning through our Makerspaces and our take-home STEM kits. but we're so excited to be taking this full scale this upcoming school year. If you're interested in seeing some of those products, please visit us on social media to see some of the work that we have shared with our community.
This is so exciting, and we really have launched this this year. And I know Ms. Torres, our Makerspace teacher, is on with us today as well. Ms. Machado, can you highlight some of the things? Some parents ask, like, what is a Makerspace? What does that even mean? What do kids do in Makerspace? Let's advance the slide. Is that okay? Let's show them what we're doing there. Yeah.
So we actually have the benefit here at Fedales to not only have one, but two Makerspace teachers. So the way it's structured is that we have a teacher that focuses on K through second, where the focus is on exposure to STEAM. And then we have our other teacher whose focus is in third through fifth, where now it goes beyond that exposure. It's now about offering our students with more choice and voice. And you notice that that's becoming common language, right? We're giving our students that choice and voice. So our Makerspaces, what does Makerspace mean? Well, this provides our students with some hands-on learning experiences where they have the opportunity to explore, they build, they use just everyday types of materials to create, to tinker, and they work in a collaborative environment on a challenge that is presented to them. They also develop those 21st century skills that are needed to be college and career ready. Our students, we encourage them to design, to experiment, to build and invent in these types of spaces that we have provided them with. Our goal is truly for our students to be able to collaborate and share with one another their findings and their creations, but we're also working on building that growth mindset, letting them know that failure, it's truly part of this process. But our hopes through this exposure to STEAM is that our students will continue along the STEAM pathway as they continue onto middle school and high school.
Ms. Machado, you highlighted something that I just want to make sure that we name, that really this is about trying to build these critical skills that are necessary for success in life, right? Necessary for us to be ready to go on to college and have a career. And it makes me think about when we ask our parents this question, what are your hopes and dreams, right? What is it that you really would like for your child? And the number one response that we get is, I want for my child to be successful, right? I want for my child to go to college. And that is exactly what the STEAM pathway has to offer your child, because it's not just about the academics. It's also about how those critical skills come together and just prepare us to be able to take on the challenge. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ms. Machado. And it makes me also think about, let's go to the next slide. It makes me think about the work that we're doing around SEL, right? And so I'm going to ask Ms. Nishem to unmute her mic. Ms. Nishem, this certainly has been a year like no other at Fedales, and yet we still have been able to focus on providing quality relationships with our students and our families. Can you share a little bit about how Perales has prioritized the social and emotional wellness of our students? What does that look like in terms of teacher to student relationships?
Thank you, Ms. Silva. I'm honored to be here with all of our families and our Edgewood staff and partners. Like you mentioned, social emotional learning has been one of the things that we've really needed to highlight this year. The pandemic has students, staff, and families alike feeling stressed and anxious, whether it's at home or in the school setting. So personally, it's been a blessing to be able to work at a school in which social emotional learning is an absolute priority. It's like you mentioned earlier, it's the root of our school's framework. It's what we do to help set our students up for success. Let me talk a little bit about what SEL actually is. It is the process through which children and adults acquire and apply the knowledge, attitudes, and skills we need. To have empathy for others, establish positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. There's a plethora of research-based evidence that tells us the benefits of integrating SEL into our core curriculum and our daily routines. For example, there is a decline in student anxiety and behavior problems. There's also an improvement in student social and emotional skills, their relationships with each other, how they interact with one another, and how they handle stress. So the learning of these skills is tied directly into increased academic success and performance. This year, I've really been able to see the full benefit of SEL in my students and our Perales community. So you might be asking, what does this look like in our daily routines? So we start off the day, like Ms. Placette mentioned, with a morning meeting. And in fact, we actually have 2 meetings each day. We start off the morning, our day with that morning meeting, and we end our day again with another SEL wrap up. These meetings are a place where we can discuss social emotional topics and build deep relationships with our students. We want them to have a safe space where they can talk about their feelings, emotions, and work through things that are happening in their everyday lives. That building up relationships is huge. We need to know what is going on with them, how they're feeling, so that we can bring up the topics that are relevant to them and be able to help them in their journey as they're becoming members of society, members of a community, and they're part of family members, which I like to say that our team is a family. And so how do we see that play out then? So we have these meetings, we talk about all of these topics that are relevant. We work through our emotions and our feelings. We learn strategies to deal with stress. But I think one of the greatest things, the greatest blessings, the greatest joys I have had as a teacher this year are watching my students put SEL into practice. Yeah. Whether they're out at recess and my students see one of their classmates or someone from another class, playing by themselves. I don't have to say anything as a teacher, like, maybe you should go include that student. We don't, how would you feel? They already know. We've talked about it. They go off on their own and they include others. Another example is that, hey, we're all human. We don't always agree on everything. And we're in the classroom day in and day out with each other. There's going to be some disagreements. But here again, this is where SEL comes into play. I can talk with the students. I can say, how are you feeling about this? Or how did that make you feel? And then we talk through it and we get back to learning and growing together. It's just incredible to see them learning these skills at a young age.
How do we see this playing out for a child 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, Ms. Nishem? What is this? How does this transcend beyond the building?
It really does. It does, because whatever we do here and whatever we talk about in our lessons, this is something that they take home with them. They're using it already at home, whether it be through acts of kindness or, like I said, problem solving. These are the foundations that we are setting up in our students to have them be successful citizens, members of society, able to go out there and achieve success in whatever it is that they put their minds to, and that we have worked through with them. We've given that basis of what it means to be emotionally well-rounded. So it really is incredible to see it and feel it every day.
That's what it's about, y'all, right? We ask parents this question all the time. Tell us what your hopes and dreams are for your child. And the number one response that we get, I want my child to be happy. I want my child to be successful. I want my child to go to college. And that's exactly how we are trying to take a dream and make it a reality at Fedales. I just am always blown away by your presence, Ms. Placette. Thank you, both of you, for saying yes to being teachers at Fedales. And y'all, this is what I mean, rock star teachers. Thank you so much for sharing your insights today with us. just amazing. We also at Fedales, we have enrichment activities available. We're excited to get everyone back in the building in the fall of 2021. And so we have family nights where we extend learning. We have an amazing piano music lab where our students learn from a very young age the fundamentals of music and then can extend that into actually playing a grand piano. We have robotics, chess club, Bluebonnet Club, Books Cooks Club, the gardening club, recycling club. I could go on and on, but there are so many opportunities for kids to have choice and voice in what they would like to be able to expand on here at Perales. So come join us. Parents, remember, any questions, please put them in the chat. I know we saw a question about the age group for pre-K. Keep dropping those questions into the chat. Thank you all so much. And now I want to turn it over to Ms. Benavides, who's going to talk to us again about this core pillar of families as partners.
So like Ms. Silva just said, the core pillar of family engagement is also something that the ACE model is built on. And so at Perales, our counselor, our social worker, our parent liaison, and our school nurse continue working together with our students and our families to ensure that we're meeting those unique challenges that every family has, because every family is different. And we make sure that we get them connected to the school and the community resources that best fit their family. One way that we're doing that this year is that we launched the Parent Academy for Student Educational Opportunity, or PASEO for short. This is an academy that's designed to power up our parents so that they can be partners in their students' education with the school community. So in addition to that, this year, we've worked with the San Antonio Food Bank and the Edgewood ISD Family Engagement Department to provide food boxes for our families. And those are just a couple of the ways that we are supporting our community here at Fedales.
This is where it's at, right, Ms. Benavides? And like she said earlier today, this is what we do. This is what we do every day. This is just showcasing the work that we are putting into building a school community of belonging, one that is loving and one that is rigorous and challenging. So Ms. Benavides, thank you also for saying yes to Fedales. Let's show a quick clip. It's about 16 seconds. We are working on spreading the word, and we appreciate you being here today. Here's a quick view of our campus and really just showcasing what we have to offer. My name is Teresa Silva, and I am the principal of Alonso Perales Elementary. We are a STEAM school here in the Edgewood ISD. Students in our school are able to have access to coding and makerspaces, and that is what makes us unique and different. Unique and different, exactly that. A school like no other. And that is our dream, that is our hope, that is what we work towards every day. So again, thank you parents for being with us today. We are here to answer your questions. There are multiple ways in which we are here to serve and support. You can reach out to us, give us a call. We did have a change in our school number, so please make sure that you take a moment to jot that down. It is 210-898-4260. Again, like Ms. Machado said, visit our social media pages. We share our story almost every day, and we are constantly working on keeping our parents, our family, our community in the know of what we are doing. We're all about celebrating the good. So follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and we also put a link here so that we could show you. We want to make sure that we highlight, I'm going to ask Ms. Machado to take us there. We want to make sure that we are highlighting how to get to the application, because you can enroll to be a Roadrunner today. So I want to answer the question about the age group for pre-K at Fedales. Pre-K roundup is happening in Edgewood right now. And so parents, please don't wait to reserve your spot. Here you can see the information about accepting applications online for 3- and 4-year-olds at Fedales Elementary. We start at 4-year-old applications. And so again, please do not hesitate to give us a call. But this is where you'll go. You'll go to www.eisd.net/enrollment. And it'll link you not only to the pre-K roundup information, but you'll see that on the very first tab. The second tab is where you apply then for your choice school for kinder through 5th grade. So please make sure that you are clicking here. We need all of our choice applications to be submitted by February 10th. So we are asking you to get on today, complete your school choice application, become a Roadrunner today, and join the Perales family. We are so excited to have you with us here today. And I'm going to check the chat, Ms. Machado. Do you see any questions, or Ms. Benavides, that we need to answer before we disconnect? And also, while you're doing that, Ms. Bianca Hernandez, I know you were having some technical difficulties earlier, but are you back on?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right, Ms. Hernandez. All right, she's our parent family liaison. Ms. Hernandez, can you talk to our parents about how you're available to support anyone who might need help or assistance getting to our application?
Yes, ma'am, of course. Good afternoon, parents, and thank you so much for being here. Like Ms. Silva said, I am here to offer any kind of assistance that you might need with your registration process. I know at this time it seems a little daunting because it is all virtual, but that's not a reason for concern, because I'm here to walk you through the process.
Awesome. And how can they get a hold of you, Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am. So you can reach out to me through social media, or you can actually give me a call right now. I will enter my number here in the chat, and I am ready and waiting to assist you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hernandez. And again, parents, you can also call the school. We are here. We are going to get you the help that you need so that we can get those applications in by February 10th. Okay, so I think, Ms. Machado, we are ready for our drawing. We had such great participation today. So great to see everyone. Are we ready?
Yes, I'm heading that way.
Okay, we're gonna give a little drum roll.
All right. Here's my little box. Pick them up really good.
Here we go. Winner, winner.
Miss Tenorio.
Oh, Ms. Tenorio, congratulations. Ms. Tenorio is a parent of a 2nd grader here at Perales and a soon-to-be pre-K Roadrunner. Right, Ms. Sharon? All right, so thank you again to everyone for joining us. We can hang on for just a minute if anyone else has a question and would like to ask. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we are here again to serve and support. Thank you, Dr. H, for hopping on, Ms. Salinas, Mr. Chavez. We appreciate your support.
Team Perales, you guys did an exceptional job. I am very impressed. I appreciate all of you. This is very well done. I've been texting in the background to everybody. So very impressed. Parents, this is the kind of high quality you get here at Perales. So thank you, everybody, for speaking honestly and working as a team. And parents, if you're still on here, we would love to have your little ones. Please go out and tell everybody. I love the legacy families distinction. I love that. It's always part of your narrative, Ms. Silva. And so parents, allow us to serve your kids. Con gusto los atendemos a todos. Si tienen preguntas en español, aquí estamos para servirles. La directora, yo, todos hablamos español. Aquí estamos para servirles y estamos a sus órdenes. Que pasen buen día. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Dios les bendiga. I'm going to move on to my next meeting.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, parents. Please reach out to us. Let us know how we can help.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Have a wonderful day. Yes. And I'm hoping that we were able to get everyone on audio. We are going to be posting this on our campus website.